You thought I was gonna stay around for that solar eclipse? Huh? Peace, man. Peace, peace. Blessings, happy now. Now is the vibrate. Of course, y'all know all the good stuff. I'm getting to the point. Rest in power, Baba Dick Gregory. As a matter of fact, as I began the video, just kind of speaking with them sentiments of Baba Dick, like he say something like, huh? You think the government gonna mess over you and then tell you the truth about it? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like the Brethren Bless. I just want to speak on a few things about the Brethren Dick. For one, like a pioneer on so many levels. Basically, that old school voice of the melanated people in America. You know what I'm saying? But on a bigger stage. Upfront and truthful, upfront and truthful. Outspoken when it came to like bringing up any type of information. Matter of fact, against whether it's the government or anything. He didn't bite his tongue for nothing, and he brought truth. And matter of fact, speaking on that as a lesson to learn from Baba Dick, as far as like speaking out on falsehoods and speaking out, speaking on a truthful level without having to worry about say for instance any of these people like the government or whatever, just keeping it real, like, well, you talk too much or you say the things that they don't agree with, they assassinate you, point blank period. Like whatever, people can say what they want to say, you know what I'm saying? Like all this overdosing and this all this foolishness, you know what I'm saying? But to the point though, and I'm not saying this about Dick Gregory that, because matter of fact, it's still, from a channel to anything, I have no information on what was his cause of death. But I'm speaking on like in his life, reason why he was so fearless in talking on these subjects is because in which he spoke on this, but it was because he knew of God, or matter of fact, even better, knew of Source and the truthfulness of our relationship with Source. See, Baba Dick didn't worship no God in the sky or no God outside the body. Like Brethren Dick Gregory knew that, God is within him and in everything, you know what I'm saying? And like one of the things he said, which I'm kind of paraphrasing, but like reason why he speak on these type of things, is because he is Source. He know he is one with the universe. He know he is Source, and he know that by being fearless, he doesn't attract that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So a pointer to anybody, because matter of fact, even before hearing that, that's how I felt about it. It's like if what I focus on grow, I'm gonna focus on just a peaceful life and speaking truth. And I'm gonna focus on speaking that truth. Nothing happening to me. That's what I'm gonna focus on. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm one with Source. I know that hypothetically speaking, if this physical vehicle happened to stop working, my vibration will continue on. You know what I'm saying? Forever and ever. So and when you have that understanding, you're more fearless. Matter of fact, that's why. Matter of fact, my point, and not to get off a subject, but like not carrying a gun and things of this nature is because of the fact that sources within, sources with you. And another thing that, matter of fact, that the brethren was graceful with, as far as not only speaking the truth, and a lot of people don't get the alchemy, or how could I say you know, it's like the technique behind being a comedian and speaking the truth. Because matter of fact, if you realize, most of the funniest comedians are comedians that get on stage and talk about the true stuff. You know what I'm saying? They talk about all of the what people may deem as the elephant in the room. That's what comedians speak on. And the Brethren Dick, matter of fact, on the State of the Black Union, you know what I'm saying, he cut up. Matter of fact, if you haven't watched the State of the Black Union, go look up Dick Gregory, State of the Black Union. and and listen to the brethren talk. But man, as far as like racial issues, like talking about like the oppressor, European, all that, like he didn't bite his tongue on none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because what's funny, like, and that's when you one with truth, because as diplomatic as I am when it comes to speaking the truth, I'ma speak it, because if it's the truth, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I know the only thing that I may be harming is somebody's ego, and somebody's ego is a lower level of existence. And coming from anybody's ego, whether you're white, black, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The ego is the lowest form of existence, and associating with your identity, is a lower form of existence compared to being a high vibration. But, the Brethren Dick was like, he was just basically I'm trying to find a great word. He was just extremely graceful in a way, he had that comedic nature, where he was facetious, but he was also talking on truth, facts, you know. Huh? Like brother was getting out the real stuff in a fearless manner, and in a manner where people, cause like what's funny. And that's why, in essence, I felt like he was so popular, because we all resonate with that type of truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where even a white person had to probably listen to some Brethren Dick stuff and was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, that fool crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because deep down inside, because we are souls before we are humans, we are spirit, deep down inside, we all appreciate that type of truth. So that's another reason why, the brethren, Baba Dick Gregory was, appreciated so much, you know what I'm saying, and on that level, as far as speaking. And matter of fact, what's another thing too, what I felt, if anything close to a channel with dealing with, his situation, I felt like, because another thing dealing with it, the solar eclipse is, matter of fact, since I'm doing this video, is tomorrow in essence, you know what I'm saying? It's the 20th, right now, 12:49 a.m. Sunday, but the eclipse is coming, and, and what's funny, because I feel like that is a channel in essence where the brethren was like, on a soulful level, like, look, I'm gonna get on out of here for this eclipse, just in case y'all Negroes can't take care. You know what I'm saying? Think I'm gonna trust y'all Negroes after this eclipse when y'all let all this other stuff happen? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like the brethren, I really get that from like his spirit, that he kind of like, was like, I'm not gonna take no chances, because the brethren did speak on, in the state of America and the world we was in, like, what was going on and why, in essence, and his interpretation of it, along with facts. But the brethren, it does seem like he, like it was he called that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this eclipse coming. And matter of fact, and then honestly, is indirectly too, well, maybe the energies, you know what I'm saying? Because another thing I notice is that some people, like older people, kind of like pass away in that manner, like they transitioning before all this change. They gonna come back, when we cleaning up things years down the line. But I really feel the vibration of the Brethren Dick was like, like, nah, I'm not, just in case y'all Negroes don't stand up for y'all rights. Look, I'm a peace out. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and that's how it would be, facetious about the subject like that, even in transitioning. Because another thing too, and he understood that, that is a transition. Like, he ain't necessarily dying, he just transitioned his energy, moving on, you know what I'm saying, and not necessarily just ceasing to exist. But, and another thing too, matter of fact, he up there, him and the Brethren Sebi, and I made a video about that a while back, with the little situation and how, it was something. Matter of fact, Brethren Dick Gregory had the Bohemian died. Matter of fact, he had a book that wrote dealing with it too. And in essence, on a mainstream level, you could say that Dick Gregory is somewhat responsible for, the melanated community first getting into being vegetarians, way back when. Because Dr. Sebi, his thing was, suppressed and it wasn't mainstream, of course, because you couldn't be curing things like that while Big Pharma, matter of fact, is thriving. This the 90s and the late 80s, you know what I'm saying? This when Big Pharma just, you know, just put the heavy hand down. So for sure you wasn't coming through proving that you could cure AIDS and cancer. But I did a video on, the brethren and how they kind of had like, a little bit of difference with each other behind the situation. But again, you know what I'm saying, it's one of them things, just like a little, misunderstanding. And it's one of them things too, like, again, well, we are vibrational beings on the human experience, and sometimes the human experience get the best of us, you know, and you get into little situations like that, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, matter of fact, rest in power, Dr. Sebe also, matter of fact, I know y'all running it, matter of fact, giving a little apologies, laughing at the situation right now, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I feel y'all presence. But that's basically it, And matter of fact, and in these situations, I always give thanks and praise to the ancestors. One of the first things I did was like try to connect and channel with the brethren. Matter of fact, that's what I do nowadays. Whenever anybody that either that I know transition, or anybody that I may want to talk to, and they just transition, like, I go straight to the astral planes and try to connect with them and see if I can, because matter of fact, honestly, before I did this video, I was trying to see if I couldn't pull nothing down. But only, like I said, the only thing that I felt was that the brethren did, like, on a soul level, like, say, all right, deuces before this eclipse, you know. Basically, like on some Harriet Tubman, like he ain't want to have to shoot nobody in the face for not keeping up, like the Harriet Tubman. Matter of fact, I know it sounds strong, but that's the realness of it, which the Underground Railroad, getting out of slavery, where she was like, either you keep up or, you get shot, you becoming a burden. But I guess the Brethren Dig was like, look, I'm already close. I done put in the work. That's another thing, man. And you notice that with a lot of older, elders, especially elders who put in work, like Dick Gregory, where it's like they put in work, do their thing, and then just at that right moment, they just kind of like bow out. Because that's what it really is, you know what I'm saying? We are actors. Like, what we call reality in this physical matrix is like a movie, and these little physical suits is like our little costume for this act, you know what I'm saying, where we playing different acts, you know what I'm saying. But he gracefully, bowed out and was like, all right, y'all, peace. I'm out before all this craziness happened. Huh? The brethren, man, blessings, man. But that's basically it. Or again, and giving thanks and praise to the ancestors. Like right now, is a good time, to, matter of fact, I did like a little sigil, gave a little, gave some positive energy, gave thanks and praise to the brethren, asked them for a little guidance and protection, with me on this journey, kind of in essence walking in his footsteps to a certain extent, as far as being truthful about information, having that comedic nature, being facetious. But that's basically it, Rest in power. Dick Gregory, blessings, my brother, blessings. But basically it, again, light a candle, give thanks and continue to, to grow, as far as like with this eclipse coming. And you see it's prophecy, you know what I'm saying? Like the Brethren Dick, bowing out. Like that's like the, that's like the, in essence, like the Black Moses. That's like the Moses, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, that old school voice. Like nobody had that voice of, like, that was that loud, like being somebody that was around like all the civil rights activists and stuff like that. That voice was gone, like as far as an outspoken real voice. Cause I don't want to call out no names, cause I ain't got time for all the other stuff, cause I don't want to do that. Matter of fact, Brethren, that felt like a channel. Brethren Dick was like, you better not bring up. I think that was a channel. That sounded like, man, that sounded like him. But basically, but they got other brethren, you know what I'm saying, who, kind of had the chance to be outspoken like that, but they don't. Matter of fact, they still, some of them still living there. They don't really do that. You know what I'm saying? They kind of have a different approach to helping the black community, quote unquote. If that's what they consider to be doing. And that's funny too. Like, bro, you better not say their names on my video. Don't put like this. You better do another video. That's basically what it was like. Like, you better do another video if you're gonna say their name on this one. Don't tarnish my rest in power video. But peace and blessings again. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm wondering if the channel coming in as I'm about to stop doing the video. That's why I'm kind of wondering, like, before I leave, I'm like, hold on, man, I might pull down some stuff for y'all. But that's basically it, and just be grateful too that we have, like, it's another thing though, like, honestly, because especially our new age like people who, like, say for instance, our parents, like, I'm 30 years old, so 30 human years, you know what I'm saying? But I've been on this earthly plane for 30 years, and our parents for sure know the importance of, like, people that's trying to help to stop oppression, you know what I'm saying? But in this newer age, where, how can I say, where that type of activist doesn't get the type of praise like what they used to, in essence, But y'all, please be grateful for somebody like Baba Dick Gregory, doing what he did before he transitioned, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you take him away from the equation, who talking like that? Who's speaking on that level and open them doors for others to grow up and speak on that level, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing, man. Be grateful, be grateful that be grateful to be able to be that outspoken, because we have ancestors at one time that wasn't able to even look at certain people without getting shot in their face or some type of stuff like that. So be grateful. And I ain't trying to make it dark. It's just some real stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, So be grateful for the ancestors. Be grateful for brethren's, like Baba Dick Gregory. That's a blessing. But rest in power again. I'm out. Peace. Happy now, y'all. Now is the vibrate. Right now is a beautiful time to be alive. It's prophecy going on around us. This is a new change, a new age. Just make the right decisions, make the right choices, and just be. Don't be overthinking too much right now. Just live and enjoy life and be. Grow how you intuitively feel you need to grow, but don't overthink it and don't overwork yourself about it. It's about being first, then do. So just be in alignment, meditate, keep everything straight. But peace, and again, rest in power, Baba Dick Gregory. Blessings.